guys, it's DIY Bronwyn coming at you live on tape as usual. Today I'm not doing a DIY. I just wanted to talk about, oops, sorry, my camera's screwing up here. Actually, it's my thumb. It's my thumb. I wanted to say what is going on with our world. Am I the only one that's scared, worried for our kids? Is it just me, or does it seem like there's a flippin' agenda out to get us? Like, it's just scary to me. It's either they're telling you what to do on the vaccines, or they're telling you what to do with your children, or they're telling you that going to drag clubs with children is a great idea. Like, I'm sorry, but where the hell are these people getting their parenting ideas from? I'm very worried. Whatever happened to Sesame Street? What happened to the Wiggles? Where did they go? Because these kids need the Wiggles. They do not need drag queens with their shit fucking hanging out of their junk drawers and their pants. Like, I can't even. I saw one already, and I actually viewed two this morning, and I'm absolutely sickened. I'm sorry. I have no problem with people that want to do drag. I love drag queens. I think they're cool. But when I actually tried to ask one, what was the big deal? Like, can't they still do their drag shows without kids? He blocked me. Blocked me because I asked a question. This is what our world is coming to. You can't ask a question. You can't question anything, because if you do, you're just canceled, basically. It doesn't matter who you are or what you say. I don't care. It doesn't matter. That's a sad, sad day for the children. Don't you know? I don't care who you are or what you say. You know who you are. All I'm saying is help these kids grow up normally. Can we have a little bit of semblance of morality? I'm not saying that drag shows are not immoral. I'm saying that they're sexualizing. The sexualized behavior that they're showing to children is inappropriate. It's just my opinion, but I think that I'm not alone when it comes to this. I don't want to see your kids at a strip club, and I don't want to see my kids at a strip club. And basically, women taking their babies, toddlers, infants, what have you, to drag shows where they are wearing thongs and their junk is hanging out has got to stop. This is not you being open-minded. This is you being a bad parent. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it. It just is wrong, okay? There's lots of things that are wrong in this world, and I'm not a perfect parent, and I never have been. I never pretended to be one, ever. I've made mistakes. I've made lots of mistakes. But you know what? As I grow, I learn, and I change, and I adopt new patterns, and I listen, and I grow, and I'm expecting the same from parents. And I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing these people taking their babies to drag shows where people have their dicks hanging out. I don't think that's okay. Is it just me? Am I alone in this? Because, have your shows. Make people come, like adults. That's fine. Like, it's fun. It's fun. I don't have a problem with it. I fucking have a problem when you want to have your thong on in front of my baby. I have a problem with that. That is wrong. I'm sorry. And another thing is transgenders are getting a really bad rap right now because of all these I call them the new transgenders, because they're not the same. They're not the same. I love a transgender woman. She's a wonderful lady in my life. I'm not even gonna tell you who she is. It doesn't matter. She's somebody that I admire and respect. And you know what? She was born a man. I don't care. I love her and I respect her. And you know what? I have no problem with that. And a lot of people don't have a problem with that. It's when you start shoving your ideals down our throats, saying when you're wearing, like an army jacket and you got a face full of hair and somebody accidentally calls you mister, don't fucking freak out. Shave your fucking face hair. Like, how are we supposed to know who the fuck you are or how you identify? Seriously, I'm just getting fed up. And our kids are the ones at stake here. The kids are all that matters in the world. And another thing, oh shit, I got something else to bitch about. the oil and the gas and the industries, they sucked every fucking thing they could get out of the earth and made all the money from it, and they glommed onto all the natural resources and decided, hey, we're a company, we're just going to keep it all for ourselves and we're going to make you pay for it. Who the fuck decided that all the natural gas and all the natural resources were one person's or one company's to own over everybody else on the planet? Just like Bill Gates buying up farmland. Why? Ask yourselves why. You've heard of the why guys or the try guys. I'm the why girl. Why, people? Why are we doing this? Why are people not waking the fuck up and like understanding this is wrong? Why aren't they helping people? Like, if these kids are confused about their gender, that's terrible, and we want to help them. We don't not love them. We think they're misguided. We want them to be okay. If my child decides to be transgender, do you think I'm not going to be there with him all the way? Or her, whatever? Of course I will. Because if you love your children, you love them and you support them. But what I don't support is people getting behind kids being confused. If your kid is 13 and doesn't know if he's a he or a she, get them some mental health help. Talk them through this. Work your way through, and remember, in a couple of years, this might not be an issue. And if it still is an issue and your child still feels this way, then yes, work towards a different solution that works for your child. If your child truly feels they were born in the wrong sexual body, is that right to even say it? In the wrong genitalia, I guess you could say, then you help your child and you help them through it. But what you don't do is transgender your 18-month-olds or your 5-year-olds. Are you fucking kidding me? I used to think that, racial jokes were funny when I was a kid because I didn't know any better. And now I'm like appalled by people that treat people like that. I think that the color of your skin has nothing to do with you. The content of your character was how we were raised. Us little white kids were raised with Martin Luther King, I have a dream. I was in a play and I had a line that I said, all people, we are all created equal. Men, women, boys, girls, it doesn't matter. And if you're gay or you're straight or you're trans, we love you. We do. We don't care. But what we do care about is sexualization of our children. I don't want to hear about transgender in my grade 3's class. It has no place. It's inappropriate. If you're a transgender teacher, keep it to yourself. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. This is not your platform to become the trans queen of your classroom. It's not about that. It's about you teaching children. And teachers, your sexuality has fuck all to do with what goes on in your classroom. Keep your stupid pronouns to yourself. You're Ms. whatever. You're Mr. whatever. You want to call yourself Sir Mix-a-Lot. The fuck, whatever. But you know what you don't do? You don't talk about how, hey, if you like sports, Susie, maybe you're really a boy. Maybe you were born in the wrong body. Like, that's just for suckers, man. These people are going to hurt their kids, and then they're going to be the ones that are burying them later. These children are going to die because of all these things that are happening in society. They're going to off themselves because nobody really understands them. Becoming trans or gay isn't a choice. I understand that. Everybody feels that they were born in these bodies, and they want to feel themselves. I'm not going to look down my nose on that. It's nothing to do with me. It's not my body. But when you start saying to children, when they have just one inkling of something that's different, that, oh, they must be trans, then you got a problem. And a lot of parents feel like I do. And we do not want you just misgendering our children and telling them that they are not the sex they were born into. Because I am so fucking sorry, but biology is still biology, people. It's still boys and girls, men and women, and yes, there's trans, and yes, there's gays, and we've all accepted it. It's the newfangled freak brothers that we have a problem with. Keep your dirty hands off our kids. Keep your babies out of drag strip shows. keep your kids out of strip clubs. Like, would you want your child to go with Uncle Louie to the strip club and check out the dancers and wah, 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 wah? No! Of course not! Are you fucking serious? No! Lord have mercy on these people, man. These poor children coming up right now are suffering, and they're just getting pigeonholed, and they're hurting, and nobody cares. They're just like, oh, let's just sex them. Let's just tell them that that's what's wrong with them. That's what's wrong with them. Maybe, you should give them a little bit more of a moral compass in life than this. It's not about just your genitals. It's about your heart, your mind, your spirit, your everything, your whole essence of being. Doesn't boil down to your dick or your vagina or your balls. They're appendages. And yeah, sometimes they do need to get removed because those people really don't want them anymore. But those kids that are trying to remove them shouldn't be allowed to. We should wait until they're old enough and they've had enough psychiatric care, and they've also had enough therapy to realize that this is actually what they want. Because I've seen a lot of kids that have transgendered early, cut their tits off, and now they're wishing that they didn't do that. And I've seen a lot of stuff on YouTube, and I've been watching stuff. And I don't like what I'm seeing. Our kids are at stake, and nobody gives a crap. And Trudeau, and the books that are in schools, like, are you kidding me? You better not be talking about rim jobs to my little kid. You better not be talking about lube and anal and all that shit with my little boy, or you're going to have a lawsuit on your hands, people. And if you are transgender, that's fine. I have respect for you. I don't have any problem with you. Or if you're gay, I have no problem with you. I really don't. I don't care. It's none of my business what people do in the privacy of their own homes. I don't judge. I'm not a judger. I don't think that people, should sexualize children. That's basically the bottom line. And I'm getting fed up with it. And I'm seeing it everywhere. And I'm scared for these kids that are transitioning before they're really ready. And if they're not ready and they transition and they cut their body parts off, they're never going to feel whole again. What happens then? That's when they start dying, because they're sad and they're depressed and they're not whole anymore. They're not even a whole half of a person, because you took off half of what they were possibly, and maybe not for the right reasons. Maybe just because little Johnny at age 12 had a tranny movie he saw and he thought, yeah, that's really cool. Doesn't mean he's transgender. It just means that maybe he's open-minded, or he feels like that's something that is interesting. Doesn't mean you lop his dick off. Okay? Can you just stop lopping body parts off our kids, please? Pretty fucking please? Please. All right. It was just me. I'm sure this will get taken down in no time. And you know what? That's okay. Maybe somebody will hear it and somebody will give a shit. Because it's not about me. It's about the kids. And my voice, I will scream it from the rafters if I have to. This is not right. What's going on in the world isn't right. There's a lot of socialism, a lot of communism, and a lot of those people that feel like they want to be a part of that should just go and fucking live in those communist countries for about a month. They'll sure change their tune real fast. And all I know is it's a godless society right now, and we need God because people are lost. And that's not me judging, that's just me worrying for our world, because you can't base everything on sex. It's not all about body parts. These children are hurting. We need to help them. We don't need to transition them. We need to talk to them. And that's my best advice for parents, for all this push with this rainbow agenda and everything. And when I say rainbow agenda, I'm starting to say that because they are now trying to get maps included in that. And I don't see the trans or the gay community pushing back away from that. And that's scary to me. Because if you're going to align yourself with pedophiles, then nobody's going to respect you anymore. And you had respect. You were earning respect. You were gaining ground. And these people, They're just sucking it out from underneath you. They're removing every piece of ground you gained. They're ripping it away from you and taking your rights back away from you because they want to fuck our kids. They think it's okay to be attracted to children. They think it's okay to be sexually attracted to children. It's wrong. It's completely wrong. Stop. Stop. For the love of God, fuck, stop. All right, over and out. Bronwyn, DIY Bronwyn is over and out, and who knows, maybe I don't have a channel anymore. But you know what? It's worth it. I love my kids. I love my friends. I love my gays. I love my trannies. I love everybody. But we know what I don't love? Kids getting hurt. Kids being lost in the crossfire of this fucking political war between all you motherfucking ABC, LGTB, blah, 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 blah. It's all a bunch of bunk. Stop with the alphabet mafia. Leave our kids alone. Let them just be kids. How about we have play day? How about we not have drag queen story hour? How about we have play fucking day? Remember play day? That was the best day in school. I looked forward to it. You could run around, you could play, you could do tag, you'd be outside with your friends. It was fucking phenomenal. Do you guys not remember that? Do you remember how kids used to be? Remember outside? Do you remember? I remember going down the hill in Toronto when I was living in Toronto as a kid. Oh my God, we'd get a garbage bag out and slide down the hill on Withrow Hill, Riverdale Park, on Broadview in Toronto, and it was huge, as Big Hill. If you live in Toronto, you know where I'm talking about. It was fun as balls, man. We had so much fun. And that's the kind of kid fun that kids need. They don't need this garbage. They don't need to be on their computer 24/7. They don't need to be involved in adult situations before their time. So, you know, maybe share my video because I might not be on here for long. And like I said, I don't hate anybody. So if anybody tells me that they think that I'm a hater, they can go fuck themselves because truly, it's not about that. And I'm sorry I'm swearing, but I'm just fed up. I'm just fucking fed up. And I'm also fed up with YouTube, TikTok, all these other platforms. What's the other one? Mamma mia. Anyway, doesn't matter. They're all doing it. They're all banning people from having their say. They're all telling people that they're not allowed to voice their opinions. Oh my God, we're not allowed to have free speech? Really? Because I grew up in a free country, and this is bullshit. Ooh, I don't know why I'm getting the pink. Oh, that's why. My thing's coming off. Sorry, guys. Ah! Okay, sorry. All right, guys. Have a lovely day. All my lovely friends on YouTube, please don't hate me because of my opinions. I really do love you guys. I really do. And it's about love. It's not about hate. It's about caring for the future of our families, of our children, of families in general. It doesn't matter what kind of family either. You can be two parents or two same-sex parents. You can be two opposite-sex parents. You can be whatever you are. And if you love your kids, that's great. But please do not sexualize your children. Please. Okay? Bye. I love you guys. Don't be mad. I love you. Bye. DIY Bronwyn signing off. This time for sure. Bye.